Perfect. Hello everyone, hello, Cesare and Wintrigue here with more World of Warcraft. We are currently about to run into the Bastion of Twilight. The world's like cutting off in the distance there, weird. As you can see, we are way high up above the Twilight Highlands where we left you last time. We finished the story there, now it's time to actually finish the dungeon. And here is the entrance. As you can see, way above this spiraling thing. Alright, so... Wintrigue requested we do this on Heroic. I don't know why, because we're probably going to die a lot, but that's alright.
I know why.
So here it is. This is the Bastion of Twilight Bastion Antechamber. This is the first raid we completed with our raid group when we got into one of the best guilds on Kargath.
Yes.
Really, they just brought Wintrigue. They wanted Wintrigue, and we were a package deal at the time, so they were like, shit, so they brought me too.
I forgot that, well, first of all, this is funny.
Okay, normally you wouldn't pull all these guys at once. You'd just, what if my attacks are, like, refreshing a lot slower than usual?
Well, you know.
Probably just because I haven't played them in a while. Anyway, we don't need to kill all these, so we're not going to. But anyway, yeah, you just come up along one side of the room and do it that way.
Mm-hmm. Holy fuck.
What?
My SCADA is not even recording damage, but I just did a fuck ton.
1,799,713. So here's our first boss. So, Halfus Wormbringer was a bit interesting. He looks like Throngus. He has a Drake that shoots fire at him, at us during the fight. But during the normal mode, he only had two or three of these things active at once, and he would activate special abilities based upon which dragon that he interacted with, or that we released, one of the two. Anyway, so as you can see, he's got a Nether Scion, a Slate Dragon, a Storm Dragon, and a Time Warden, and then a bunch of Emerald Whelps. Anyway.
Alright. I remember Atonement was OP.
Shogun will have your head.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really fast. Fuck.
Yeah.
And then he'd have the dragon use a breath attack and he'd stun us. Yeah, okay, so now he's got the Time Warden. I'm stunned again. Okay.
Yeah, let me, I don't remember exactly what these do. Okay. Good job.
Anyway, each of the dragons would give you a special item, right? Or give the boss a special ability, and you'd have to deal with that proto dragon shooting fire breath at you constantly. It was more of an annoyance than anything, but yeah.
Yeah. And you release the dragons to assist in the abilities that he had.
The twilight has come.
Shadows lengthen, endless night.
Deathwing has sundered this world,
Doors once opened never close.
so that its true lords may return.
The master comes. He comes, he comes.
Alright, anyway, go on.
That was about it.
It is called cast down the heretics.
Yeah, Grandpa says, geez, 1 million damage? When I played, the highest was 20 to 50k.
Well, Halfus also takes increased damage, and yeah. Atonement was like stupid powerful because of the fact they took increased damage. So they kind of changed how Atonement works, so now it's less so.
Yeah.
I remember this fight on Heroic and how I had all these crazy assignments.
Theralia, Put them in their
Do
place!
as the Master commands, Thoralion! Kill them!
The Master was clearly speaking to you, Valiona. I am far too busy to attack anyone.
You are worthless, Thoralion! Ah!
So these...
How dare you call me worthless? You will see why I am Mother's favorite child.
Mother. Anyway, so Valiona and Thralion is the second boss here. They're twin dragons, and basically when you're fighting one, the other one does things during the fight. Like Valiona, I think, flies over and scorches the room. Thralion shoots fireballs at random people. And then isn't there a portal mechanic with these guys?
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway. Alright, so we got her.
So we gotta be separate.
Yes. Falling Blast on me. Blackout on Windtree.
Not sure what that means.
That just means that. It just means that.
Oh yeah, the falling blast. You had to. Oh.
Come closer, closer. Let us see your faces. All will be humbled before his power.
So Valiona and Thralion share a health bar. Peter's watching the WoW while watching the Overleague, playing WoW while watching the Overleague. Watch League? I don't think she is, but yeah.
I am.
Oh, well, alright.
Well, I'm not watching it because I don't have two monitors, but I have it open in two different browsers
This is an evolved Drakenar.
for two different accounts.
Mortals.
Frail little children.
Few have laid eyes on this inner sanctum.
They reach out to touch the fire.
Can't believe people complained about trash in this. Like, no problem.
It is here the chosen realize their destiny.
One with eternity.
And it is here that you
Oh,
will
right.
realize
So,
yours.
These guys actually had a special mechanic
End
to
of
them,
the flash.
in that you could really only kill them if they were beside the opposing element. So Earth and Wind/Air had to be killed beside each other, and Fire and Water had to be killed beside each other.
Fire, water, earth, air.
Leave your mortal cell behind.
Fire, water, earth, air.
Hey, I got a
Embrace your
BOE.
new forms. For here and ever after.
Burn and drown and crush and suffocate.
And use your gifts to destroy the unbelievers.
Burn and
You
drown
started
and
with
crush and
Polybius.
suffocate.
No,
That's what's
I think you had to tank both. I'll take Ignatius.
Sure, but then the guys are talking. Stop talking.
Oh, they were talking to me.
You will
I mean, they finished.
for your insolence.
We will handle them.
Oh yeah.
So then each one of these guys had their own special mechanics, but they're weaklings. So,
Impressive display.
And now they fuse together into Captain
You have
Planet.
made it this far. But now, witness true power.
The fury of the elements.
Behold your doom.
The Elementium Atrocity, and he dropped.
Oh, and the water would grow,
Yeah.
and it did damage, of course.
Yeah, those guys aren't very tough anymore. But that fight was actually, I don't remember us having too much
It
problems
was
with that.
incredibly difficult.
I don't remember us having too much problems with the initial part of the fight. It was the Elemental Atrocity that got us when they fused.
Oh yeah. And yeah.
I have eyes everywhere. You started Warcraft 1 yesterday, the original, like Warcraft 1 on PC, because that game is really dated. I mean, it's fun, but I'm looking forward to Warcraft 3 Reforged.
Foolish mortals.
Usurpers children.
Nothing you have done has...
Born of a lesser god.
I am trying to speak here.
Words, words, words. The master wants murder.
All falls to chaos. All will be destroyed.
Chaos, chaos.
Your work here today changes nothing.
Chaos, chaos. All things end.
No mortal may see what you have and live. Your end
Okay, kill the faceless guardians, but don't run in and pull them because I need to
Reset?
grab a screenshot.
Oh, okay.
Well, we'll kill these guys too.
Oh, I got another BOE.
Wow, what the fuck?
Unheated one. What?
2 POEs in the same instance. That's awesome. Let's trinket too. I don't think anybody's gonna buy those anymore, but that's cool.
I remember they were a big deal.
Yeah.
Or that was a big deal, the unheated warning.
Alright.
Didn't hit as many as I would have liked,
Oh, mini
but
faceless minions. It's adorable. Alright, go back to the entrance and we're gonna get a screenshot.
okay, let me take this marker off me. I want to stand in front of this.
Control Z. There we go. I'm gonna go into first person. Alright, you ready? Yeah. Screen captured. There we go. We got a screenshot of what's to come. Perfect. Alright. So, I don't remember much about Cho'Gall, to be honest. This is a fight I didn't really pay attention to a lot back when this was our current thing.
I remember his healing intensive. Just don't kill him in the middle.
I'll kill wherever I want to.
There was something where, like, at the end, you drag him to his throne.
To his will of flesh succumb.
Oh yeah, there was a mind
From his
control.
kingdom, chaos comes.
Yes, what he said. More!
I'm worshipping.
It cannot be.
Destiny has come.
He goes to mid,
Too proud.
but
He
don't
speaks
kill him
in
there.
blood. Listen.
Okay, that's fine.
It is for his glory we
Where?
serve.
What is happening?
Gone is the dawn. Come, shades of twilight. Come, madness. Come, havoc. Come, infinite night.
Anyway, I didn't kill him in the center. He walked to the center and died there.
Yeah, he walks to the center, does a transition, and we did too much. The abyss will gaze back into you. Nice. You've done it. Now look, there's a floor. There's a thing in the floor. Good job.
Yeah. So fun thing for you guys, this actually isn't available for anybody in normal mode. You have to do this in
And that's why we are in
Heroic.
heroic.
So yeah, this is a heroic only boss now. So I never actually went back to fight this boss. Wintry got into a group that was working on him to get her to get a specific achievement.
I
But
don't see it yet.
I never went to fight her.
This was such a good boss. Oh, wait, she rises.
This dungeon is from...
Fools to entrust an imbecile like Cho'Gall with such a sacred duty. I will deal with you intruders myself!
Okay, this dungeon is from Cataclysm, so right after Wrath of the Lich King. And this dragon is Sinestra, the consort of Deathwing. That pretty much speaks for itself. Everybody thought she was dead. She's not. She is the last remaining consort of Deathwing. As you can
Can
see...
we kill her slowly?
Can we? I'd rather not, because I feel like that ability she rack will probably destroy us.
Oh, it auto thingies.
Auto what?
It auto stops or something. Don't worry about it.
We can try, I guess. So yeah, Sinestra is an interesting encounter. As you can see, her consorting with Deathwing has left her a little scarred.
Yeah, just a bit. So you get her to 50% and she changes.
So she's gonna summon
Alright,
whelps.
did
and
a
a
Twilight
children.
Slicer.
Take your fill from their meaty husks.
What the fuck are the whelps?
They're coming. They're on their way.
Alright, so here's the Twilight Slicer coming in. I don't remember exactly what that is or where it is, but it should be here soon.
Don't worry about it. Twilight Slicer? I guess not.
Children, take your fill from their meaty husks.
I'm gonna hit her.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
My brood
What?
will feed on your bones.
Can you go die?
Why? Oh, did you die? How'd you die?
Rack.
See, I told you Rack would kill us.
It just kept spreading to me, because you're the tank, I guess? I don't remember. Just die. Don't worry about it, guys. We got this. We'll just do it a little faster.
Anywho, so yeah, that's the fight.
That was the, like, main ability that caused issues for people. Was Rack. Oh, right! The portal! You're a genius. People would forget about this portal, just like I did.
So, here's a fun story for you about this boss. She was one of the bosses that took guilds a while to defeat, because she's significantly difficult. She is. But a guild figured out an easy way to beat her. It was quickly patched, because it shouldn't work that way, but that ability called Rack, turns out using it against her was incredibly deadly. Because Death Knights had an ability called Dark Simulacrum, and if they used it right before she used Rack, they would get that ability and be able to cast it on her. And yeah, Rack, Wintry, can you explain to them what they did? What it does?
Rack is a debuff that does increasingly more damage, I think, the longer it is on a person. And you would have to dispel it after a certain amount of seconds, and it would bounce to somebody else. And then, like, rinse, repeat. You would dispel them after a certain amount of seconds. And it was very annoying to deal with, especially as the fight went on and people had to, like, spread out and move and then be targeted by mechanics while having Rack, especially Twilight Slicer. But because it wouldn't bounce to tanks, apparently, which I forgot, and I kept dispelling it, and it just kept going on to me. Which is why I ended up dying, because I guess as it was about to expire, it did just fatal damage to me, essentially.
Yeah,
Let's see, how much did it actually do?
Grandpa, you had said that when you last played, the damage was like 20 to 50k. So, that's true. Even in this expansion, you couldn't get up to 1 million damage. But this Death Knight apparently had something like 12.8 million damage per second on the boss because of how quickly Rack killed her.
Yeah, Rack, maybe I don't know. I didn't have debuffs on her, so it was ticking for like 22k, crit me for 27.
Alright, well,
We'll just kill her a little bit faster.
By a little bit faster, I mean I'm just gonna obliterate her.
No, there's a thing, remember?
No. What percentage should I get her?
I tire
This.
of this.
Oh,
Do
okay.
you see this clutch
Mana berry.
amidst which you stand? I have nurtured the
Perfect.
spark within them, but that life force is and always will be mine.
Oh,
Behold,
Twilight Extinction.
Power beyond your
Heroes,
comprehension.
you are not alone in this dark
He
place.
This Whelp's like, I want to join too.
And see, she's casting, and because we're in his bubble, he...
Syntharia, your
Oh, the
master
whelps
owes me
dropped
a
this
great
shit.
debt.
Yeah.
One
That's
that
right.
I
then
intend
no
to
res.
extract from his consort's hide.
What are we gonna do
And
here? Fight her? Or the
Meanwhile, healers would constantly heal Kaylin, which right now is no problem. And
This thing's absorbing
Heroes,
damage.
my power wanes.
It's impervious to all damage. Do I gotta kill the whelps beside it, maybe? Oh no, I gotta kill the Drake.
oh, this
Oh,
guy,
he's
you
right.
had to like, what?
Oh, okay, Kaylin dead.
How did I had him full health?
Oh, he died.
Well, at least we didn't get annihilated. Maybe you're supposed to hit her?
Maybe.
Hold
there's
on.
shield protection, so.
Let me look at the dungeon journal. That's so bad. I tire of this. Where is, like, there's supposed to be a healer version of this.
Indeed.
Okay. I tire of this. When Sinestra is brought to 30% health, she draws upon ambient energy to restore her power and erects the shield to protect herself. Oh, healer. Kaelin burns his own health reserves to restore his mana. His focus also increases healing done to Kaelin by 500%. Oh, yeah, you're supposed to attack her.
Okay.
I can too, I just have to swap between the two. That's what I figured. So we can just annihilate her, she'll... Yeah.
I tire
There we
of this.
go.
Do you see this clutch amidst which you stand? I have nurtured the spark within them such that life force is and always will be mine. Behold, power beyond your
Heroes,
comprehension!
you are not alone in this dark place.
She casts this bullshit. You kill the whelps away from Kaelin.
Syntharia, your master owes me a great debt. One that I intend to extract from his consort's hide.
So it burns her mana pool, and you can see Kaelin is doing much better this time.
You are weakening, Syntharia. Accept the inevitable.
That's kind of what I figured.
Take this for weakness? Fool!
Omelet time.
Maybe I can fight the eggs?
Hey. Yeah, I'll get right side.
Okay,
You
so-
are weakening, Syntharia. Accept
Drawing
the
upon this
inevitable.
source will set us back months. You should feel honored to be worthy of its expenditure. Now,
The fire's
Die!
dim, champions. Take this. The last of my power.
Oh shit, Rax on me.
Succeed where I have failed.
And we get a huge buff.
Avenge the
dead thing, I have fallen. The
No.
brood is lost.
Back in the day, when this was current-ish, there was an achievement for killing her on your first attempt without anyone dying. And I got that achievement.
Yep. Yes, she did. Anyway, that's an extra. That's a fight I never actually did myself. I just didn't care. And I still don't care, but it's a pretty cool fight.
You did! You joined in sometimes.
Yeah, but I don't remember ever getting the kill on her.
Yeah, potentially.
I did, however,
I
join
think,
for the
like,
Fireless.
we would sometimes quit. I don't know. Oh, yeah, and I don't know if you can get back up there. So, we have to hearth.
Go into Downline. I'm also going to clear out my inventory because it is full. Anyway, I'm going to end
Yeah,
that
I'm
recording
gonna-
there, guys. So,
Oh wait, which Dalaran?
new Dalaran.
Wait.
Would you... What am I waiting for?
Oh, you left.
Yeah, what am I waiting for?
Okay, I'm going to New Dalaran too. Don't worry about it. Remember
I
to
have
clear out
many,
your
many
inventory
wares.
because we have so much shit. So that was a good raid. The next one, it actually alternated between which people do. Normally they do like half of one, half of another, just to get gear before the more difficult bosses.
Yeah.
One of the ads in that fight, which we killed really quickly, he had to be stunned, but he couldn't be stunned by a traditional stun or interrupt. If he did, he like exploded and like would wipe the raid with the damage he did. So that wasn't great.
Indeed.